For those properties that the land bank determines are beyond rehabilitation that need to be demolished, there's a large process that takes place for those properties. And of course, again, we get them from Fannie Mae, from HUD, from tax foreclosure, and from large banks, distressed low-value properties. Those properties needing demolition, we have to initially do an asbestos survey in order to determine how much asbestos and whether there's asbestos in the building, as well as other contaminants. And we also then have to remediate that, so there's a separate process, separate contractors. And then once we've remediated the asbestos or other contaminants, we then go out and for bid and we procure the demolition itself.
In communities, people have different perspectives about what can be saved or what should be demolished. And so the pictures in the assessment will show someone who says, well, I went by that house every day for 6 months because it's on my way to work, and I think it can be saved. Well, what they saw was the front facade of the house as they drove by at 35 miles an hour. When you stop and look at it from a careful perspective, you see that the foundation has cracks in it, the roof has holes in it, that the windows are missing on all 4 sides, and that creatures have been able to gain access.
One of the key components of the land bank is, one, removal of distressed properties. We have seen far too many abandoned, distressed properties dragging down the values as well as dragging down the social fabric. Crime and other negative elements going on around these vacant and abandoned properties. By the ability of the land bank to come in, eliminate the blighted conditions through demolition, and also then looking at how do we repurpose land.
If there's a qualified neighbor, they could take the property as a side lot expansion for their house. We can also use the property for an urban garden or a parking lot.
Ultimately, we do 70 to 80 demolitions per month, and so it's quite an active operation here at the Cuyahoga Land Bank.